Hi, my name is Josh Holder. I'm going to do discussion 6.2 for the capstone class. Little history about me. Right now I'm currently active duty. I'm in the Navy, stationed with the Marines in California. I'll be getting out in May. And at that time I'm trying to get a job as a nutritionist with my bachelor's degree, which I should finish up in about the same time period, hopefully. We'll see how that goes. I'd like to get a job as a nutritionist first and then get my master's and then go into dietitian, just because they get paid a little more and they can do a little more in the field. A little history about me. I've had a lot of weight issues in my life. If you take a look at me, I'm a pretty stocky fellow. I'm 5'9", 205, and about 14-15% body fat. So, I'm a guy that's always been able to put on weight but never take weight off very easily. And I've done a lot of troubleshooting with my body, and just had to start doing a lot of kind of educating myself on what foods I was eating and why they weren't working for the goal that I was at. And I think, I've tried every diet in the book, between Atkins and keto and carnivore, vegetarian. They all have perks and cons to them, and just pros and cons, honestly, to all of them, but none of them are good in the long run. In the long run, the thing that really helps you is just understanding what you're eating and then why it's affecting your body the way it is. Understanding what caloric deficits are, what you need to be eating to be at a caloric deficit, if you count macros, which most people actually don't in nutrition. You'll see that a lot in the kind of the weightlifting industry and CrossFit, stuff like that. Understanding your caloric intake and what you should take in for your body type and what kind of end goal that you have. All this stuff, I've done it a million times in my life, and I'm just really passionate about it, and I would like to be able to help other people do it in the future. I think that's a great reason that I should be a nutritionist. I've always been in the healthcare field. I'm, as I said, in the Navy. I'm stationed with the Marines. I'm a medic for them, and I have to do this all the time. In the past, I've had to do this for people that can't meet weight standards, like you have to do in your active duty. Had to help people several times, and got a lot of history with it, so I think it'll help me out in the long run. Whenever I graduate from Excelsior, a couple of the tools that I've learned are a lot of them are the ones that come from the healthcare classes, because I've kind of dived more into depth about stuff that I've wanted to medically, and what interests me, and kind of just encompassing what I want to learn. Also, kind of the humanities classes helped a lot more than I thought. Helped me really, be able to empathize with people and their conditions, and kind of looking and seeing, why people struggle and how you can help them out. And, you have to feel compassionate for people. People have different circumstances, and you kind of have to understand that. This is great. Anything in the medical field is great in my opinion. Jobs are always going to be there 10, 20, 100 years. There's always going to be job security for that. People are always trying to get jobs in the medical field because you're always going to have a job, regardless of the economics of the country or what's going on. Even, we'll talk about COVID. Even when COVID was going around, healthcare was rampant, obviously. There's always something that healthcare can be doing for the country. Yep. So, to summarize, my goal basically is to become a nutritionist with my bachelor's and then get my master's degree with my GI Bill. I will then become a dietitian. You have to become nationally accredited, and then you can open a practice, work for a hospital, do several different things. But there will be a lot more avenues. Plus, the income's better, and who doesn't love that, you know what I mean? Let's see. The only reference that I really had was the one from the nutritionist degree and how to become regionally accredited, because that's something I'll have to look into later, and I put a little bit of it in my extras at the bottom if anybody's interested. Thanks for your time, and hope everybody passed the class.